Hello there, this is Grace CW Liu, communication expert, and I'm here to help you navigate your unique communication styles. This is your weekly communication styles reading. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on my weekly readings. All right, so I'm going to pull your card for today's reading. This message is for you, humorous. If you are unsure about your unique communication style, then you will need to click on the link in the description box below to take the quiz that will identify your unique communication style. Okay, so let's dive in. Here's the card for you. All right, and it says, wisdom is knowing who to be and what to do in a given situation. Virtue is acting on that wisdom. All right, so for you humorous, right? Again, in your communication, you are about joy and fun and including people in, and you just want to have a great communication and conversation with that person, right? Sometimes it's also making sure that you are speaking with wisdom. You know, as much as you're all about fun and everything, it's also knowing when it's okay to add a bit of extra fun and when to say, okay, yes, we want to have the conversation lighthearted, but perhaps we need to not overdo the fun stuff, right? So in other words, you know, if you're in a deep conversation, yes, you want to somewhat keep the conversation still kind of on the light end, not like so deep, right? However, you don't want to overdo it and then seem like, you know, you're being insensitive. So you know who you are, right? And you know what you want to do. You want to keep the conversation going. You want everyone to have a great conversation and you want it to be fun and not to be so deep that it gets uncomfortable. However, sometimes when we have those deep conversations, we still want to make sure that, you know, you can throw in a comment, yes, to make it a little bit lighthearted. But again, you just want to be really extra careful. And this is where wisdom comes through of not overdoing it to the point where you appear to be insensitive or you throw in a comment or a joke that makes a person feel like you don't care or that you feel like, you know what, it's not as important or it's not doomsday, so to speak. So there's a little bit of a fine balance, but with your wisdom and knowing who you are, what you can do, you can navigate through it, right? You are able to help the person to be a little bit lighter, a little bit lighthearted, even in that very deep, dark period of feeling. Okay, this is my unique card deck. So, humorous, I want you to focus on my deck and ask your guides or higher self for your unique secondary message for this week. All right, so we got, how will you show up today? Right, so again, you understand your unique power, you understand who you are, what you can do. And so when you show up, right, how are you going to show up? So sometimes the conversation is already light, so you might just show up as your lucky go happy self. Sometimes if the conversation is a bit deep, you just want to show up as someone who's understanding, but also someone who can help to lighten up the mood, right? So, and you might show up as a person who knows how to balance a bit of that understanding in a deep conversation while helping to lighten up the conversation. So just figure out how will you show up. So that is the reading for humorous. And to make sure that you're listening to the reading that matches your unique communication style, be sure to take the quiz. The link for the quiz is down in the description box below. Again, this is Grace CW Liu, communication expert. Be sure to like and subscribe. And remember, amazing solutions are everywhere with clear communication.